Grab everything you need from the dollar store for this unique twist on an advent calendar. You'll need 24 small boxes. They can be assorted sizes or all the same size. Arrange them in 2 circles to determine the width of your wreath. Then use a piece of heavy cardboard to create your wreath shape. Draw the circle and then cut it out using an X-Acto knife or sharp scissors. Wrap the cardboard in anything you like: ribbon, burlap, fabric, making sure all of the cardboard is covered. Now fill your boxes with small gifts: toys, candy, erasers, accessories, coupons, anything works. Then wrap each box with wrapping paper and finish with coordinating ribbon. You can add a numbered tag to each box or simply write the numbers directly on the boxes. Arrange them on the wreath, leaving room for a bow on the bottom. Attach the bow using a hot glue gun. To attach the boxes, use heavy-duty Velcro strips that have been cut to size. Your wreath's now ready to display and enjoy all holiday season.
Head over to Dollar Store and grab a few supplies for these awesome ideas. Start by placing your box onto the wrapping paper. Pull the sides up and add a piece of tape. Next, wrap the bottom by folding down the edges and adding some tape. Add a piece of tape to the top end to hold the pieces together. Cut a piece of ribbon and place along a fold in the top of the wrapping paper. Fold down the wrapping paper several times until it reaches the top of the package, and then tie the ribbon together. You now have a neat package with a carrying handle. Grab some candy and place it in a paper plate. Grab a second paper plate and place on top of the first paper plate so that the candy is in the center. Grab a piece of tissue paper and place the paper plates on the wrong side of the tissue paper. Wrap the sides up and place some tape on to hold that together. And use your ribbon to tie each side closed. Your gift looks like a piece of candy. If you have scrap ends of your gift wrap, here's what you can do with them. Cut a piece and fold it in half, and then draw lines so that it resembles a leaf. Cut the lines and make sure that one end is still folded and connected together. And then grab the point ends and pull them into the center and add tape to hold them in place in the center. These kind of look like loops on the sides. Grab some tape and place your bow on top of your present. Grab several gifts and place them into tissue paper. Hang a shoe organizer over a door, and then place all of the gifts into the shoe spots of the organizer. Add some numbers to some Post-it notes and place the numbers onto the shoe organizer. You now have a Christmas or holiday countdown calendar. I hope this inspires you to try some of these wrapping paper ideas.
Begin by fluffing out a 24-inch flocked wreath. These are the perfect bases because you don't actually have to come back in with a whole lot of product. With this flocking on it, it kind of takes away from any imperfections and you're able to use less products. So just give it a quick fluff, make sure it's nice and even. Here we have these adorable little gingerbread ornaments, and what we're going to do, since they already have a hanger, is we're just going to feed it through one of these pieces of pine and then tuck that pine back into the wreath. So it's going to look awkward on the table, but once this hangs with gravity, it's going to pull it down and straighten it out. We'll place another one. We're going to place one in each quadrant since we have 4 of these specific ones. And again, just twist it around and that will hang nicely. And we have one more with a little snowman, and we'll place this one down below. So again, just place it right to the pine and that'll just hang down below. So we have a couple of these adorable little gingerbread houses, and we're going to just take the pine, and as you can see, there's windows on the back as well. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to poke it right through the pine and use that to anchor it in place. Now we have some of these mini Christmas trees, and these are also known as bottle brush trees because, you can use them to clean bottles. So we have these, and we have them in a couple sizes. All I'm going to do is I'm going to just place them throughout, just taking the pine around it and securing it. So these are super lightweight and they'll stay exactly where you place them. Actually, if you really wanted to just stick it on like that, it would stay as well. But I like to make sure that it's wedged between some pine so that it really doesn't go anywhere. So there's a couple there. Let's work in a few more. Let's take another mini one and place it on this side. And this one's really cute. This one's like a little bush. And the beauty of this wreath, you guys, is that you can make it however you feel like. You know, if you want more trees, you can work in more trees. If you don't like the look of trees, you could be substituting it for other embellishments like snowflakes and snowmen. We'll stick this mini one next to this one as well. So again, with the ornaments, they're just going to hang down below. And here we have a super tiny one, which we can stick anywhere. I'm just going to tuck that in. So these bags come with about 12 or so of varying sizes, and in this wreath we use 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. So let's hang this wreath up so you can get the final visual. So here's how the wreath turned out, you guys. I absolutely love it, and it was so easy to make and relatively inexpensive. We started with a flocked evergreen base, then we came back in with some gingerbread ornaments and a couple little houses, and then some trees, and that is it. And we've created our very own little winter wonderland. So I love how 3D this looks, and it looks like a real little Christmas village.
Do you have empty jewelry gift boxes laying around? Grab some wrapping paper with a small print Christmas pattern and start wrapping your empty jewelry gift boxes. Instead of tape, use a cool temperature glue gun to secure the end pieces of wrapping paper. Every gift package needs a bow, so tie a bow or even just a simple knot around each little package with either some narrow Christmas ribbon or some fun red and white holiday twine. Now, take 2 Styrofoam discs available at your local dollar store and spray paint them in a color that coordinates with the gift wrap. You can't go wrong with Christmas red. Once the painted discs are completely dry, stack the discs and use your cool temperature glue gun to glue them together. Take some of your small wrapped boxes and find a general way to lay out the boxes around the perimeter of the painted discs. Continue to stack and glue the wrapped boxes to create additional levels or rows. Just a few dots of glue are all you need for the packages to adhere. For some Christmas flair, take a round Christmas ornament and glue it to the top of your stacked present tree. Christmas trees come in all shapes and sizes, and your new Christmas gift tree is going to look amazing amidst your holiday decor.
For this project, you're going to need a pizza pan, and I got mine from the dollar store. I'm gonna spray paint the pizza pan with white spray paint.
Now while the pizza pan is drying, I went ahead and took a Sharpie and just drew a little bit of a face on some construction paper, and then now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that out. Now I'm gonna put a little Mod Podge on the back of the construction paper, and then I'll be gluing it. Mod Podge goes on white and then dries clear. Now you can either leave it like this, or you can put another coat on top to seal it. Now while the glue is drying, I have counted out 25 cotton balls. And I'm gonna hot glue a magnet onto the back of each cotton ball like this. Next, I'm gonna take a Santa hat that I found at the dollar store, slide it on to the pizza pan, and then I'm gonna hot glue it into place. I'm gonna take the little ball and bring it down, and I'm gonna hot glue that into place on his hat. Now I've tied the ribbon in a knot, and I'm just gonna hot glue it into place on the back of the hat. Okay, so now for the bottom, you have a couple options. You can leave it as is, or you can put numbers down here. But how this works is this is your Santa's advent calendar. So you will have each day adding one of the cotton ball magnets to Santa's face. And let me show you what it looks like when he's all put together. So you add the cotton balls to your refrigerator, and then each day you add one to his face. So we can leave all the cotton balls down here and put them on one at a time. But here's what he'll look like after all the 25 days are up.
You want to grab a big piece of cardboard, and we're going to draw 2 circles. This is the easiest way to draw a circle. Tie a piece of string to a Sharpie. Find the middle of the cardboard and hold the string there. And then take the Sharpie and just spin it around in a circle and make sure you keep that center point held tight with your finger. Then I'm going to make the string a little bit shorter and draw a second circle on the inside. Now I'm just going to use a knife to cut these out. I do want the round shape, but I'm not too worried about the edges being perfect here because they're going to be covered up with lots of balloons. Now we need to blow up a bunch of balloons. I have about 40 green balloons and about 8 red balloons. These are regular size balloons, but I'm only going to blow them up about halfway, so they resemble more circles than ovals. You can blow these up the old-fashioned way, or you can grab a balloon pump like this for a couple of dollars from the party section. Makes the job a lot easier. So you want to grab a craft knife, and I am just cutting little X's right into the cardboard. I want to make sure they go all the way through, but I just need an X. And I'm making an alternating pattern here. One X on the outside, one on the inside, and I'm going to go all the way around the wreath. To put the balloons in, I'm going to take the end of the balloon and push it through that X. I'm using just a popsicle stick. You could use a chopstick or any kind of blunt tool that you have to push it through. Once I get the edge through, I can pull until the knot pops through, and that's going to hold the balloon in place. Now I'm just going to repeat this until I have the whole wreath full. Now that I have all the green up on the wreath, I hung this up on the wall just on a command hook so I can see where the gaps are. But now I want to add some red in there, and I am using some strong adhesive glue dots to do this. You could also use double-sided tape. Just stay away from hot glue or anything that takes too long to dry. This wreath needs a bow. So with a big piece of red poster board, I'm just going to draw kind of an oblong shape. It's going to have a squared off edge on one side and a pointed edge on the other. Then I'm going to fold the poster board in half and cut out 2 of these shapes. I'm gluing the middle 2 blunt edges together using hot glue. Then I'm taking the pointed edges and I'm folding them over to the middle to create the bow. I'm just using a rectangle of leftover poster board to wrap around the middle to finish it off. And finally, I'm cutting 2 smaller pieces of poster board to act as the tails of ribbon. This bow can be attached to the wreath with those glue dots. Just put a bunch of them on and you can attach it directly to the balloons. This is such a fun and festive decoration. It would look really great on a mantle or anywhere that you want to add some color and some whimsy to your Christmas decor.
What I did was I went to the dollar store and I grabbed one of these drawers that come with little designs on the front, but we don't need that for this project. These turn around just great and they go in just like that. And what we need to do is take some black paint and we're going to paint the top and the sides with the foam brush. So what you want to do is you can label all of these out. Now you can only guess we're going to actually use 24 to 25 of these boxes because this is going to make a wonderful countdown. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set this aside, and I've already got one painted. This one actually took 2 coats on it, and this is what it's going to look like, and it looks really good. While we're letting the box dry, what you're going to do is go ahead and grab some scrapbook paper, and this can be any design you want. We went ahead and went with this Christmassy grid pattern right here, and what we're going to do is cut out a square that's going to match the front of your box like that. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take some Mod Podge, and you're going to coat the back right here. Just go ahead, put it all over, just like that. Doesn't take much. And then you're going to square it up nice. Right there. Put that on there. And then go ahead and take some more, and you're just going to cover the front, just like that. Now, if you've ever used this, you're going to know that it dries really nice and clear. And when you're done, what this is going to look like is this right here. So the last thing we need to do is take one of these little drawer pulls that we got. You can get these at any little hobby store, just like that. I went ahead and painted one red, and what it does is it goes right there on the front. We'll just take a little bit of glue right there on the front and just push that down on there, like so, and that'll set up right away. And then when you're done, you're going to have yourself a box just like this. Now, when we come back, we'll go ahead and show you the final project. And here we are, the final project. An advent calendar, 24 days till Christmas. As you can see, you can put little treats in it. The little ones would love it. It counts it down.